So some beach condos here along the Mississippi Gulf Coast can make absolutely fantastic investments, but others are financial disasters. So here's what nobody explains clearly. You've got to really consider things like the HOA fees. And if you're buying a condo along the beach in one of the big towers, those fees are around $1,000 a month. Now that includes most of your insurance, but you've got other insurance to purchase from the studs in. You've got possibly flood insurance to purchase on top of your typical condo policy. You've got to consider the rental restrictions in the condo. Some condos don't allow any short-term rentals. Others allow them, but with some severe restrictions. Maybe they restrict the night to 3 nights minimum or even a 30-night minimum stay. So before you fall in love with that beach view, let's talk a little further. Hey y'all, I'm Amber Rouse. I'm the owner and broker of Coast Accommodation Group here along the beautiful Mississippi Gulf Coast. I help buyers purchase and manage their vacation rentals and primary homes. So condos can be an absolute great investment. I don't want to turn you away from condos. I do, however, want for you to have a little information about the purchase before you get your heart set on one. One of the biggest surprises for condo buyers are the HOA fees. Like I said, they can get pretty hefty. However, they include things like insurance from the studs out. You have to insure the studs in. It includes things like landscaping and pools and elevators, perhaps your Wi-Fi and pest control. All the maintenance around the property is included in your HOA fees. So you've got that to consider when you're considering those hefty prices. But also know HOA fees can increase as time goes on. Then there's also special assessments. So at some point during your ownership, you may receive a letter saying you owe X amount of dollars for a special assessment because maybe the parking garage had to be resurfaced or the pool had a major malfunction, or perhaps there was a hurricane and there's a huge deductible to pay and you've got to pay your part. So that means thousands of dollars sometimes for some complexes. So it's something to definitely consider as you consider a condo purchase. Not every condo is easy to finance. Some condos are considered warrantable and others are non-warrantable. So that can affect many things like your down payment, your interest rate, loan options, and then even just an approval. You may or may not get a final approval in some condominiums. If your goal is to short-term rent, please do not assume that you can do that at every complex. Some complexes do not allow it at all. Some allow it without an issue. Others allow it, but with restrictions. A lot of buyers think, well, because the HOA fees are so high, it must include all of my insurance. No, that is not the case. You must insure your studs in, your contents. You need liability as well. Condos can be absolutely awesome. I mean, you've got no maintenance or little maintenance. You've got beach access, you've got pools, you've got all these great amenities. So that is something to keep in mind. It may be worth the money for you. I'm definitely not saying don't buy a condo on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Some are incredible lifestyle properties and they perform really well as investments. But I just want you to understand the full picture before jumping in. If you're thinking about buying somewhere along the Mississippi Gulf Coast, whether it's a condo, a vacation home, a primary residence, please feel free to reach out anytime. And y'all follow along for more advice on short-term rentals and primary homes here along the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Y'all have a good day.